Hi again, everybody. In this video, we're going to take 7 bold takes. I'm going to give 7 bold takes on the Sabres' upcoming season. Coming up. Time for a bit of a fun one. We'll talk about a few things. And I'll tell you where I think the Sabres can overachieve unexpectedly this year. And I believe in all of what I'm going to mention to you. Give me a sec, folks. Sorry. My goodness. I do believe that this is possible, or I wouldn't be making a video on it. So, we'll see how this video ages, and I'll be sure some of you are going to let me know in the future. All right, so my 7 bold Sabres predictions. Bold because they are. All right, number 7. Comrie surprises us solid all year long. Now, this would be guys, this will be exactly what the doctor ordered this season. If Comrie can come in nets and give us solid goaltending all year long, we'll be in the playoff hunt all year long. We will be with this bunch now. We will be. And it's not, I'm not saying Anderson didn't last year, but his health didn't hold up. And Anderson was solid, though. He was solid overall. His numbers actually don't do justice for how good he played for us in nets last year. So if Comrie can come in, give us solid goaltending all year long, would be exactly what we need to just go like this all of a sudden. I think it's possible. Number 6. The Sabres will finish 43 wins, 29 losses, and 10 overtimes for a 96-point campaign. That is going to be, I'm sticking with that prediction. I was saying 10 games over. I'm bumping it up to 14 because I'm doing bold predictions, not predictions, bold predictions. 43, 29 and 10, 96 points. Would it be enough to get in the playoffs? Would it be enough? Maybe, maybe. It's not going to be every year. You need to have a 100-point season to make the playoffs, folks. Not every year. Some years, like last year, was an exception to the rule. If you go look in the past 10 years, you're going to see years where this could have got you in. I'm sure of it. I mean, you know, I didn't check, but I'm sure of it. So that could be right on the cusp where the Sabres might just miss out. They might just miss out if we have a year this good. And I think all of us would jump at that season right now. Safe to say. So that comes in for me at number 6. Number 5. Because of that season, Granato wins the Jack Adams. Yep, I'm going to go on record saying Granato is going to win the Jack Adams this year because I'm not negative. I don't believe in losing, and I believe that things are changing. You know, I've had people comment saying, "Oh, well, you guys are dreaming" and stuff like this. Then I'll just, you know, for the people that want to come in and throw negative out there, please, not the place. It's just not. Got to keep this going. We got to keep this rhythm going. We got to keep this positive burst that we did last year onto the scene going this year. And Granato, I think, is a key player in that. So Granato has done a hell of a job. He has. Even though I was picking on him last year, he's done a hell of a job. Number 4, as we move along, we got 4 left, eh? Yep. I did the 3? Yes, I did. Okay. Number 4, Devin Levi signs his entry level. That way, again, these naysayers, these negative people, my God. Devin Levi is going to sign, okay? If he doesn't sign, I'll be the first to say I was dead wrong. I'm not scared to call myself out. He's going to sign. He's doing things on his own terms, which he's allowed to do. He's not obligated to sign with the Sabres because we want him to sign now. He's not obligated. Doesn't have to. He's going to develop what's going to, in his mind, make him become the best possible goaltender in the world. Now, this year, develop his way. Would it make sense for him to go in the AHL and maybe play second string down there when he could be the starter up here? Not really, right? It doesn't. So going to Northeastern might be the best thing for his development. He's still a kid. Devin Levi signs his entry level at the end of the season once Northeastern has done their season. I'll go on record saying Devin Levi will then sign his entry level. And we might even see him for a game. Who knows? You never know. Devin Levi signs. Number 3. Yes, I'm sticking with this one too. Owen Power wins the Calder. Owen Power wins the Calder Trophy. I think he'll be the guy that gets it done out of JJ Peterka, Quinn, and him. I think it will be Owen Power that gets it done. He's the guy with the most potential. He just is, and I love the other 2 players, I do, but there's a reason Owen Power was drafted number 1 overall, and he's a big defenseman. He's got a lot going for him, this kid. He's got the right attitude, so much for that video that said he would never sign here, right? So Owen Power wins the Calder. That'll be a big step for us, guys. Number 2, you're going to like this one, and I'm sticking by it. Tage Thompson scores over 50 goals this year. Not 50, like 52. Tage Thompson has a killer season. And no, last year was not a fluke. If anything I can spot in a hockey player is when sometimes it's a fluke. I felt that way. Not a fluke, but maybe a career season. I shouldn't say a fluke. A career season, I thought Skinner had that year with Eichel when he got the 40. Because the way his career, you guys might remember, he had something like 20 goals his first 26 games or something, and then the season went like this, and we gave him all this money, and of course paid the price for it. So if we can get 30 goals a year out of Skinner, I'm good. I'm good with that. I'll take that and run. But Tage is a different beast. He's like 24. He's still becoming a man, and he's becoming quite a hockey player, this guy. So Tage, I think, can score over 50 goals this year. I think he will. I think he will. So Tage Thompson gets over 50. Number 1, Rasmus Dahlin wins his first Norris Trophy and has over 70 points. I think Dahlin this year is going to do exactly just that. I think Dahlin's the easiest of all these predictions, to be honest. I can't see, we as fans tend to live in the now way too often and forget about a little bit about the past. When Dahlin was drafted, what were the experts saying about him? What were they saying? They couldn't have all been wrong, folks. They couldn't have. Not all of them. All the experts were saying this is going to be probably the most impressive defenseman to come into the league in like 40 years. They were thinking this. And Cale Makar holds that title right now. And anything I learned about people that hold titles, they can be knocked off it. They can be knocked off it. Dahlin, for me, is the type of guy that can come in, knock off a guy like Cale Makar is the best in the world, because Dahlin has all the tools. He's bigger, stronger. He's just as agile as this guy. Cale Makar's on a stacked team. There's a big difference. He's on a stacked team no matter what way you cut it. And if Rasmus Dahlin was on that Colorado team over there, I can only imagine what he might have become over there already. There's no way to know. We're never going to know. But what if, And what if Makar was a Sabre? Where would his development be? Right? There's no way to know. I could tell you, would they be on different dimensions? That's for sure. Rasmus Dahlin, folks, I believe is going to take over the hockey world eventually when it comes to blue liners. I think he's just going to be like Carlson was in Ottawa, where he starts to dominate in a certain way, but maybe longer, maybe for a longer stretch. So that's where I'm going with that. I think Dahlin this year is going to blow the minds of many of us. I'd be very surprised, guys, if he has another underachieving season this year. I don't think so. I think this year we're going to see the Rasmus Dahlin that we drafted and hoped for become that guy this year. Tage Thompson, not a fluke. He could get 50, for sure. Owen Power will win the Calder. I'm just writing. That's a shoe-in for me. Owen Power has all the tools to win the Rookie of the Year. I've seen him in junior. There's just so many things that this guy, he's just calm as a cucumber. He shows all the signs of a Hall of Fame defenseman. Number 3, Owen Power. I believe in 2. Number 4, Devin Levi will sign. Yep, he's going to sign. So I believe that's going to happen. Granato win the Jack Adams might be a bit of a stretch. Might be. But not if we have that season that I talked about. And Oh, I should have went over that season. The 43, 29, and 10, yes. 96 points, yes. If we get a season like that, and if we just contend, or let alone even make it into the playoffs, Granato's a lock. If we get a season like 43, 29, and 10, he's a lock. And Comrie surprised us all year. Don't know. Just don't know. I hope so. I really do. Because that's kind of a break that we deserve, that we've been waiting for. It's been way too long since we've had a break. I would like to see that happen this year, where we just get a break. All of a sudden we got this goalie and everybody's saying what a smart signing that was in Buffalo. Look at the year he's having. I'd love to see that happen. And folks, historically, we've done it. We've done that before. All right, guys, done. See you in the next one.